Hi friends, welcome to Deepa's Education Blog. For more videos, subscribe Deepa's Education Blog. Hi students, welcome to Deepa's Education Blog. Today we are going to see recording of transactions as per accounting equation approach is explained below. First we can see increase in capital and increase in asset. Okay. Increase in capital means the capital will get increased. For example, we can see the first transaction commenced business with cash 1 lakh rupees. So we are starting the business with cash of 1 lakh rupees. So who is starting the business? Owner is the person who is investing the capital into the business also. So we can see the effects. Two effects are there. First effect is cash comes in. How much cash it's coming in means there is 1 lakh rupees which is coming in. So there is increase in asset. So cash is an asset. So there is an increase in asset. Next one is capital. It is provided by the owner. So there is increase in the capital of the owner. Okay, so what is the equation? Liabilities plus capital is equal to asset. Here there is no liabilities, only capital is there. So we are considering the capital as well as asset. So how much capital? 1 lakh rupees. So the capital is 1 lakh. Here what is the asset? Cash is the asset. So cash is 1 lakh rupees. So here the transaction is introducing capital, isn't it? So capital increasing and as well as the asset is increasing. So cash account data to capital account, that is the journal entry we will pass. Here in balance sheet, in the balance sheet we will pass the entry in the liability side, that is capital is 1 lakh, and in the asset side cash is 1 lakh. Okay, so it gets tallied both the sides. 1 lakh rupees, capital also 1 lakh, cash also 1 lakh, so both the sides equal amount. So this is what increase in capital and increase in asset, increase in liability and decrease in asset. For that, first entry is we are going to see paid creditors. Paid creditors is 10,000. How much? 10,000 rupees is the paid creditors. Creditors are the person who gives money to the owners. Okay, so we are liable to pay the liability amount to the creditor. So one is creditor, okay, paying the amount, and next one is cash. What he is paying? He is paying the cash. So there are two effects. One is cash, it's going out, we are paying the amount to the creditor, so the cash is going out. Debit what comes in, that is debit. Credit what goes out, cash is going out, so it is credit. So decrease in asset. Here the cash amount is decreasing, we are giving. Next one is creditors are paid. Whom we are paying? Creditors we are paying. So there is a liability also. For us it is decreasing, so decrease in liability. So liability is equal to asset, isn't it? Here there is no capital, so liabilities plus capital is equal to asset. No, so we are not considering the capital because there is no capital here in this transaction. In this transaction there is only liability, so the liability is the creditor. What is the asset here? Cash. So 10,000, 10,000, here it is decreasing. Liability is also decreasing. Asset is also decreasing. So there is decrease in liability and decrease in asset. Understood, I think so. Next one is decrease in one asset and increase in another asset. What is that? Decrease in one asset and increase in another asset. What is decrease in one asset and increase in another asset? For example, bought furniture costing rupees 5,000 by paying cash. What we are purchasing? Furniture we are purchasing for rupees 5,000. How? By cash transaction or credit transaction, we are paying cash and we are purchasing the furniture. So there are two effects. Okay, so first effect is furniture comes in, so there is increase in asset. Okay, what is going out? Cash is going out. That is second one, second effect. Okay, so there is decrease in asset because the cash is going out. For purchasing the furniture, we will give the amount and we will purchase the furniture, so cash is going out. So in our asset there is decrease, so there is decrease in asset. So here there is decrease in asset and increase in another asset. So there is decrease in cash and increase, that is in furniture. Okay, so we are paying the amount and purchasing the furniture, so there is increasing in one asset and decreasing in another asset. Which is increasing? Furniture is increasing. Which is decreasing? Cash is decreasing. So this is what? Decrease in one asset and increase in another asset. Understood? Next one. Next one is decrease in one liability and increase in another liability. Decrease in one liability and increase in another liability. Just now we saw increase in asset and decrease in asset. Now we are going to see decrease in liability and increase in liability. So for this transaction is accepted a bill drawn by creditors for rupees 10,000. Okay, we are accepting the bill. So that is bills payable. So that is one effect. Another effect is reduction in creditors. Okay, so we are paying the amount, okay, to the creditors. So liability is getting decreased. So there is a decrease in liability. So these are the two effects taking place. One is bills payable arises, so there is increase in liability. Okay, so bills paying. Okay, so there is increase in liability. Next one is there is reduction in creditors. Creditors we are reducing, we are paying to the creditors, so there are reduction in creditors, so decrease in liability. So here what are all the equation? How in liabilities there is bills payable minus creditors. Here there is no asset at all, there is only bills payable and creditors. So bills payable is 10,000 and creditors is 10,000. How much amount we want to pay? 10,000 rupees. So we are paying to the creditors 10,000. So 10,000 minus 10,000. Here it is nil balance. Here it is nil balance. Okay, so this is what? Decrease in one liability and increase in another liability. While decreasing in one liability and increasing in another liability, there will be nil balance. Okay, see, in asset also there is no effect. So it is nil only asset. So liability is also nil and asset is also nil. So next one is transaction affecting more than two account. Next one is transaction affecting more than two account. Let's see. Goods costing 30,000 sold for 40,000. So here there is two effects. Goods costing 30,000, sales is taking place. Selling the goods costing 30,000 for 40,000. So 10,000 is what? It is a profit amount. Okay, so goods go out. So we are selling the goods, no? So there is decrease in asset. So there is decrease in asset. As well as next effect is cash comes in. What is that? Cash is comes in. So there is increase in asset. So we are selling the goods. So there is decrease in asset. But the cash is an asset. So cash comes in. So there is increase in asset. Okay. Next one, sold goods at a profit. How much? 10,000 is the profit. So there is increase in capital. So that here there are three effects. Okay, so there is goods go out, so there is decreasing in assets. Cash comes in, so cash is an asset, so there is increase in asset. Next, sold goods at a profit of 10,000 rupees. Okay, so profit is 10,000, so there is an increase in capital. So there are three effects for this transaction. Okay, more than two accounts, there are three accounts. Okay, now what is the accounting equation? Liabilities plus capital is equal to asset. Here what is the capital? We are getting profit, that is 10,000 we are getting profit. And what is the cash amount and stock amount? What is the cash amount? For cash is we are selling it for selling price is 40,000 rupees. Okay, how much goods worth rupees 10,000? We are selling it for 40,000. Okay, so 40,000 is the cash amount and stock is 30,000. So cash minus stock, it is 40,000 minus 30,000 is the asset. So in the balance sheet, how we should show in the balance sheet means in the asset side, we should show cash minus stock. Okay, that is 10,000, and here it is capital, that is 10,000. Okay, so this is what we should show. So here capital is 10,000, here cash minus stock is 10,000. So both gets tallied. So this is what transaction affecting more than two accounts. Okay, so we can see in another video illustrations. Until then, bye. Don't forget to subscribe Deepa's Education Blog. Thank you.